interesting finding, maybe, depending on how you write it. Like I tend to agree with you. I think to myself, like, you know what? This icebreaker session couldn't be more corny and boring and a waste of time. And nobody here, I did it with my staff when I was back at Lehigh, and I swear no one seemed happy. Like they seemed so annoyed they had to do this. And yet, right? And yet, all of a sudden, like, you see them conversing in a way that they wouldn't have conversed had they not been forced into this. Right. And then a relationship gets built. And then, then the next team meeting, like that's outside of work, they drive together. Right. And then all of a sudden, next time that there's an issue and someone needs to step up and volunteer and that person's busy, that person they developed a relationship with, who they drove with, is like, you know what, I'll do it for her. Why not? She's a mine. Right. Could you write an essay about how, maybe you were resistant or others were resistant to whatever ice breaking or introductory exercises of blah blah blah, but then you observed over time this phenomenon that, despite the fact that no one wanted to do it, it seemed to create some type of bond. And what's the takeaway? Right? The takeaway in theory would be, sometimes things aren't comfortable. Sometimes you might even get the sense that they're not going to work, but sometimes you have to take a progressive step and then take a look back and see if they worked before you decide, right? Because like if we just polled everybody in the room, do you want to do the icebreaker activity? Everyone would have said no, and that would have been the end of it, right?